We're back here on the Find Your Fit Network. DeSoto County Colts have the ball, have some laundry down on the field. He's breaking away. It's a foot race. He's down to the 10. He's going to be knocked out around the 11-yard line. We do have some laundry on the field. Go back to the ref and see what the penalty is going to be. Been an exciting half here as the DeSoto County Colts trail by 1 point to the Orange Mound Raiders. The score is 7-6. Couple bad breaks for the Colts, but the Orange Mound Raiders got off to a great start as they scored on their opening possession to start the half. We'll start the game, shall I say. We're here. It's going to be first and about 25. He's going to run around the right side. Looks like he has the edge. He's going to gain some yardage on this. Probably a gain of about 4 or 5 on that. It's going to bring up third down and about 16. Once again, this is True Talent Association League here in the North Mississippi and Tennessee area. So glad to be here today. We've definitely seen a bulk of competition here. The Colts come lined up, bring one person in motion. The snap was a little bit low. He's going to go off to the right with it. It's going to be about a gain of two on the play. Interesting thing about both of these teams, the defenses on both sides are very stiff, and we have a lot of athleticism on each side of the ball, and we're just looks like it's going to be a penalty assessed against the Orange Mound Raiders. He's going to bring up a third down and about 6 now. A very more realistic situation than the Colts have found themselves in. One person in motion. The ball comes. He hands off to the running back. The running back cuts back up the center. And he's going to pick up the first down. He's going to gain about 10 on the play. It's going to bring up first down, Colts. Have an injured player down here for the Colts. Injured player is going to be number 1, Rashad Bobo. Talked about him a lot in the first half as he limps off a very downhill runner that's going to play a big impact here for the Colts as they try to finish out this game and come out on the top, because he's definitely an instrumental part to the offensive play here. Going to be timeout Colts here. Elect to use one after the injury timeout. As the Colts try to come together and figure out how they're going to go on without Mr. Bobo here, just a great time to tell you a little bit more about who Find Your Fit is. We're here to help student athletes in the whole Southeast region, mainly in Mississippi and Georgia, get them to understand the objectives of what it takes to play college football. A lot of people talk about the athleticism, but it's a 360 program with us. We love to tell and show athletes that, the steps of what it takes to play collegiate football. On our staff, we have multiple people. Everyone on our staff, except maybe 2 or 3 people, have played at the collegiate level. So you're learning from people that all understand what it takes, how to be successful, and what you need to do to pick up your game to go to the next level. Speaking of going to the next level, just want to give a huge shout out to Marcus Dent, the director of True Talent League, and also the FBU team, Mississippi team director. He understands crucially what it takes to get to the next level, as he's seen many stars from the Mississippi, and not only Mississippi, but on the national level, ultimately get that scholarship offer and play on Saturday. So he definitely knows a lot about the process. So if you see him around, if he's at your game today, I'll definitely tell you, take a stop by, talk to Mr. Marcus Dent, see what he can do for your child today. Once again, he's going to give it off to the tailback. The tailback drops it in the backfield. Going to be a turnover on downs here for the Colts, and that's a hard way to end a series. Not only with that, but had an injury on that drive, tried to regroup, but couldn't quite get it together as they tried to get in there for a score. The Orange Mound Raiders will come out on the offensive side of the ball looking to strike. Line up. They get a late shift at the line of scrimmage. Going to hand the ball off to the running back. He's going to take a dead up the middle. Probably going to be a pickup of about 5 or 6 on the play. It's going to bring up second down and about 4 for the Orange Mountain Raiders here. going to have a penalty on that play, which bags the Orange Mountain Raiders up. They come to the line here. It's going to be a run off to the left side. And he's going to be brought down in the backfield for a loss. It's going to bring up second down and about 8. That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter here at South Haven High School. We're going to take a quick break here. We'll be right back on the Find Your Fit Network.
My name is Marcus Dent Sr. My position is Team Director for FBU, Player Developer. I've been with FBU, this is my 4th year, my 3rd year as the FBU Team Director.
All right, so tell me a little bit about how you've seen FBU impact the athletes in this area.
I've seen it on all levels, from Cam Akers, who was one of the guys that I first realized was a part of FBU right before I got started, and to Jalen Sutherland that has a couple offers right now going into his sophomore year. We also have Lucas Jackson down on the coast that's going to be a big-time offensive guy. He's a guy that, played in the 9th grade All-American game. Of course, if you get a chance to play in the tournament, you'll be seen by Eric Richards and a lot of guys at 24/7 Sports. So it's top-notch exposure. Also kind of gives the kid a measuring stick, where they are in the country.
Tell me about a couple of players that I know that you noted a couple earlier, but some that have
We're back here on the Find Your Fit Network. The Orange Mountain Raiders 7. The DeSoto County Colts, 6. DeSoto County Colts are back on the offensive side of the ball. 7 slips, a couple tackles. He's around the right side. He tries to cut it back up the middle. He's going to be brought down by a host of Raiders. Like I was saying before, the DeSoto County Colts defense has stiffened up quickly after the first possession of the game, after the Colts took it down for about 65 to 70 yards and a touchdown score. The defense has been miraculous in stopping the Orange Mound Raiders and just slowing down that offensive style. The ball was not snapped by the center. We're going to have a false start against the DeSoto County Colts. Going to give it off to number 1. He's going to take it up the middle. It's probably a gain of about 3 on the play. Colts have been down in this territory, and I'm pretty sure that they don't want to leave without a score here as they enter the red zone. 3rd down and about 8. Misdirection, come back left with it. He's running to his left. He has 1 or 2 defenders to beat. He cuts back up the middle, and he's going to be brought down at the 4-yard line. And that's going to be Mr. Rashad Bobo. Earlier, he left the game with an injury, and he's back, ready to go. And it looks like we have some laundry on the field here. Look to pass. Pass is going to go through the hands of a couple defenders intended for number 89. Colts have a 4th down and about 20 here. Let's see what they elect to do. I'm pretty positive that they're going to go for it, but let's see what the play call is going to be. Gonna punt here. He brings it up to the left side. He's around the left side. Over to the 50. Down to the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown Raiders. Clean field, no flags, nothing better that you can ask for. Raiders extend their lead. 14 to the DeSoto County 6. just a reminder, directly following this game, we do have the 12U matchup between both of these teams as they play the 3-game series, the 8U, 10U, and 12U today. We will have that 12U game coming right up here on the Fondra Fit Network. As right up the middle, and he's going to be in for an easy score. As we get set for a kickoff here, we're going to take a quick timeout. I just want to give you a little bit more information about the FBU program here in the state of Mississippi.
My name is Marcus Dent Sr. My position is Team Director for FBU, Player Developer. I've been with FBU, this is my 4th year, my 3rd year as the FBU Team Director.
All right, so tell me a little bit about how you've seen FBU impact the athletes in this area.
I've seen it on all levels, from Cam Akers, who was one of the guys that I first realized was a part of FBU right before I got started, and to Jalen Sutherland that's has a couple offers right now going into his sophomore year. We also have Lucas Jackson out of down on the coast that's going to be a big-time offensive guy. He's a guy that, you know, played in the 9th grade All-American game. Of course, if you get a chance to play in the tournament, you'll be seen by Eric Richards and a lot of guys at 24/7 Sports. So his top-notch exposure also kind of gives the kid a measuring stick, you know, where they are in the country.
Tell me about a couple of players that I know that you noted a couple earlier, but some that have tremendously seen the impact of FBU.
One comes to mind is the most recent one was Jalen Sutherland from Horn Lake, Mississippi. Good kid. He's a running back. Played a lot last year as a 9th grader on the Horn Lake team that won state championship. So this kid is gonna, I think he has a great opportunity to be a great back, and you know, he started right here with us at FBU.
All right. So moving into what's going on this year, what's the plan for FBU this fall?
Man, win a national championship, BGFL. You know, they're one of the premier.
And we're back, and you heard it here. And you heard it here first on the Fondra Fit Network. FBU Mississippi trying to win a national championship. Who will add to the team to make it more? Have a short kick. Kick was bobbled, and it's got to be recovered by the Jackson Colts. First down, Colts. Like Marcus was saying, you know, just FBU program here in Mississippi just looking for, you know, some more athletes to tag on to wins they already have, and also add some depth, you know, because when you get to the national level, it's kind of different. You can't go out there with your same 11 guys and, you know, expect to win. You're going to have a good rotation, you know, two to three guys deep on each side of the ball if you really, really want to compete on that national level. And just over the past couple of weeks being at PYSA, CNYA, up here in True Talent, being at Gridiron Youth League, it's a lot of teams. And when I say a lot of teams, it's a lot of talent that goes along with those teams that we need to kind of mine into so we can get out here on the national stage and actually, you know, compete at a high level versus some of these other states, per se. A low snap here. Going to hand it off to the tailback. He's going to run it off to the left side. He's going to evade a block. He's going to come back up the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 45-yard line. About 3 yards shy of a first down here at South Haven High School. I want to thank South Haven High School once again for allowing the facility to be used. It's always good to see the youth athletes playing on a well-conditioned field, and here at South Haven you couldn't ask for any more better conditions. Because he cuts it back to the left side, he's going to be brought down at the 39-yard line. That's going to be first down, Colts. we're gonna get a quick flag here. The flag will go against the Orange Mound Raiders. Looks for pass. He's going to be hitting the backfield. He's going to be dragged down. He still loses about 3 on the yard. And that's going to bring up second down, Colts. Good stop up front for the Orange Mound Raiders. You talk about getting penetration. Once they read run, they sped up those motors, or should I say that the motors were already sped up, and we see another pass. It's going to be complete to number 5. As the coach jog back on the field, looking for some life of redemption here, heading into the end zone at the 30-yard line. It's going to be a downhill run to number 1. He gets the ball. It's going to be a fumble! The ball was on the ground and it's going to be recovered by the Orange Mound Raiders. You talk about making big plays and big moments. If you have to say that's a huge play, and I apologize for not being able to read the numbers on the back of these white, orange, and gray jerseys, but that was a big play for the Orange Mound Raiders. You can't ask for anything better. And that's going to bring us to a close here for the 10U matchup. Orange Mountain Raiders, 14. DeSoto County Colts, 6. My name is Steve Cooper. Just want to give another big shout out to True Talent Athletics here in the North Mississippi and Tennessee area. You guys are doing great things. These teams are very competitive. I look to see them here in the SEC YFL tournament here at the end of the season. We'll be covering all those games. Once again, I also want to give a huge shout out to the parents, the grandparents, any type of supporters that make this possible for these kids today. You don't know how important you are to these kids until you don't have it. So I just thank you all for putting them in the right direction. Thank these coaches for taking the time out of their days to do what they need to do for these youth organizations. I look to see both of these teams in the SEC YFL tournament later on this season. But for me, I'm gonna be out. If you're going to be tuned in to our next game, it's going to be the 12U matchup, and it seems like everything's been getting better today, so